Thank you for watching Highway 34 Connection. Today's podcast will begin shortly. Highway 34 Connection is a podcast where a trio of friends who have become brothers sit down and discuss random topics, or even break down a bracket and even discuss American sports and news. Now sit back and relax as we give you our thoughts and honest opinions on the topics at hand. Once again, thanks for picking Highway 34 Connection.
The following podcast may use videos, pictures, news articles, and even audio from another channel. Highway 34 Connection doesn't own the rights to those. We will shout out who or where we get them for the podcasts. The only copyright is not us here at Highway 34 Connection. Please remember that all of our podcasts are unscripted, unfiltered, and unedited. Podcasts we do are pro wrestling talk, where we discuss the world of pro wrestling and give spoilers.
Talking Football, where we talk about the current season of the NFL, XFL and USFL, where we give our thoughts on each week of gameplay. We also give our predictions on what teams will win each game.
Conspiracy Theories, we sit down and talk about conspiracy theories and why we think something is real or just a theory.
Let's chat it up. This is a podcast where we just talk about random topics here on the channel. We could talk about anything, so please be warned, our podcasts are intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Highway 34 Connection.
Yes, I know I still need to edit that. Anywho, I am the Chief, along with Insidious and gracing us with his presence this afternoon, the Ghost. How are you guys doing today?
I'm waiting for Super Bowl. Hi, Pixie.
And just like that, the Ghost has vanished.
Ghost be ghosting, man, I'm telling you.
Yep. Hello, Pixie. Well, Ghost was going to start telling us what he thought about what we discussed in the last podcast, but now he just went AWOL, so I guess we will talk about the other topic at hand, and that's the slapper heard around the world this past Thursday. In case you're living on a rock or don't know what I'm talking about, WWE had their WrestleMania 40 kickoff in Vegas, which ended with Seth Rollins coming out. He went to go introduce Cody Rhodes, but Roman came out, and then The Rock came out, and then Cody interrupted him, leading to Cody to officially announce that he will be facing Roman Reigns in the main event at WrestleMania 40. And then Roman said something about Dusty. Cody didn't like it, so Cody said something about Roman's grandfather and Rock's grandfather, which led to the Rock beast slapping Cody Rhodes, which led to an almost unpredictable tag match of Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth right there on the kickoff stage. So let's talk about that slap. Do you think that was supposed to be part of the show there, Insidious?
I don't know, to get Triple H as mouthy as he was, I don't know.
I think so.
Triple H really was not happy about that.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
I mean, Rock said that there's been one thing he's been wanting to do for years, but the fans have never let him do it. And this is a good opportunity for him to be able to do it. One more run as a heel.
Hey, the re-comments.
Huh?
It's not going to last long. But yeah, it's not going to last long because come Mania, he'll probably turn on Roman anyway. Yeah,
that's what I think.
But yeah, when Triple H came out on SmackDown, the whole him calling out The Rock pretty much. Because, yeah, Rock's a member of the board. He just can't go throw his weight around. He has to have his fellow board members backing him up. I think the actual Ghost is having issues today.
I thought you meant Daddy Ghost.
So what do you think is going to happen with this storyline in Insidious? Do you agree with the comment about the triple threat? Or what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to actually see this.
Okay, I think the Ghost is getting ready to rejoin us here.
I don't know. My internet's not working.
So what do you think is going to happen with this storyline with Rock, Roman, and Cody?
I just said that. Said
the only way that triple threat match at Mania would work is if it was 100% no holds barred.
Yeah,
or an I Quit match. That would be funny.
It wouldn't. The triple threat match doesn't work at WrestleMania at all, and here's why. Even if Cody wins the title, it doesn't end the bloodline head of the table storyline because each one can blame. Even if Rock is pinned, Roman will say, "Well, I wasn't pinned," and he can claim he still is the champion. It only
that's
works.
Why I made this statement, making an I Quit.
No. Anyway, the only way it works
is
if
Roman
is the one that. The only way it works is if Roman is the one that's beat. But if he's beat, it doesn't defeat the. If Cody pins Roman, it doesn't defeat the whole head of the table thing. And I think that's the real reason why Cody brought him back, is because Cody brought Rock back because he originally said on SmackDown, until the fans decided to be the fans, that he wanted to take everything from Roman. And what's more important than Roman than the title? The whole head of the family mantra. And Cody can't take that no matter how much he wants to because he's not part of that family.
What I honestly see happening is night one, Rock versus Roman. Jimmy and Solo they interfere. They cost Rock. Roman goes into night two thinking he has the upper hand on Cody. They try to interfere on Roman's behalf again, which brings out The Rock to lay the smackdown on Jimmy and Solo, which distracts Roman, and Roman ends up getting beat by Cody.
See, but that's the problem. Him losing should be clean. This long title reign would be for nothing if he distracted loss. He needs to lose clean.
Okay, but you're saying the same thing on Roman's behalf. All these distractions have kept him champion.
Him not defending makes him champion.
If it wasn't for Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, Solo, Heyman, Roman would not have lasted this long as champion. Point blank. And I think Ghost is getting ready to go AFK again because he's got this dumb look on his face and he's frozen still.
I think I seen a move there.
I don't know. I can't tell if his eyes are moving or if he's frozen. Yep, there he went. He's having technical difficulties, but anywho, I guess we'll have to get his thoughts on the whole Vince McMahon thing at a different time and place. But like I was telling you and Ghost prior to this podcast, about The Undertaker. He was on a podcast. I can't remember what the podcast is called, where he said that his heart sank when Cody said he wasn't going to fight Roman at WrestleMania. There's another big story in the pro wrestling world that I want to discuss. I don't know if you and him have seen it. Former WWE, WWF superstar Billy Jack Hayes arrested for murdering his wife.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He was arrested by the Portland Police Bureau.
Okay, what did you say?
What was the last thing you heard?
Oh, you were asking a question.
Okay. You said that you think the match needs to end with no interference, no distractions. And I made the comment that there's been distractions in every one of Roman's title matches, and that's what has kept the title around him for almost 3 years. If it wasn't for those distractions, he would not be champion. Am I wrong? So, Ghost, have you heard about Billy Jack Hayes? Never mind. Sounds like he just needs to log in on his phone and call it good. So here's the report. Portland Police Bureau in Oregon have announced that they have arrested Billy Jack Hayes on suspicion of murdering his wife, Janet. Hayes' real name is William Albert Hayes. He's currently in custody at a local hospital where he's being treated for medical condition unrelated to the homicide or his contact with law enforcement. The report states the suspect in Thursday Lynn's neighborhood homicide investigation identified a He's 70 years old, lives in Portland, and apparently he shot and killed his wife. He was not cooperating with officers. SWAT team eventually went in and got him out. He was detained, booked. There's no report on why he did it, according to the article I'm reading. So right now you have a lot of people in pro wrestlers heading to prison for random shit.
Yeah, he spent most of his on the independent scene from what I've seen. I don't even remember who he was.
He was in WWE, I think, like 6 months. I think this is what it said.
Yeah, he wasn't even in WCW very long. He was only in there 2 years.
I can tell you how
So, like I was saying, the whole...
Yeah,
why
if it wasn't
exactly
for
does
the
Rock have to
bloodline-
lose night one? Why can't he beat him night one?
Because I don't think they're going to let... Because if it's going to be for the belt, they're not going to have Rock lose, or not have Roman lose. Because
Who
they
said
want
it
him
has to be for the
defend against
belt?
Cody. It's WrestleMania. If he faces Rock at WrestleMania night one, the belt's obviously going to be on the line.
Not what if they do? Well, then how do they do that? Then if Roman loses to Cody for the title, but also loses to Rock to the head of the table.
Roman's empire would be crashing. He loses. If he loses, okay, so he'd have to fight Cody night one and lose the belt. For your scenario to work, he'd have to lose to Cody night one, and then night two he would have to lose to The Rock. But my thing is, I don't think they're going to make him lose twice at WrestleMania. So either he'll beat Cody and lose to The Rock, or he'll lose to Cody and beat Rock.
Roman is also planning on taking a hiatus after WrestleMania. Him tremendously losing would be perfect on his way out.
Hasn't he took enough hiatus?
Yeah, but this
Look, he's pretty much a part-timer at this point. He only shows up when he wants to. But let's face it, they made him Brock is what they did. He shows up when he wants to, holds the titles for as long as possible, defend it when he wants to, and gets paid more than everybody else.
Since you brought up Lesnar, a new reports came out they are unable to remove Brock from the new video game.
They're what?
They cannot remove Brock Lesnar from the 2K24 video game.
No, he's under contract.
No, they were going to remove him because the whole sexual bullshit with Vince. Well, they can't remove him, otherwise they have to completely remake the game in less than 30 days. Because it's the fact it's 40 years of WrestleMania, and some of the matches Brock was in at WrestleMania are in that storyline. So they can't remove him from the game. Insidious, that guy was underneath contract with World Wrestling Federation from 86 to 88. So before I even started watching pro wrestling. I would have been 3.
Right? So, I don't know. It'll be
explains
interesting to see where all this goes.
Yeah.
All I know is to try to write him off like they're doing, like they did. I'll tell you what. If you ask me, the whole thing with Chris Benoit, I know I'm going down something here, but bear with me. Has gave WWE a thing where they can erase anybody for any fucking thing without reasoning.
But yeah, they're not going to remove Brock like chat said. He defeated the Streak. They can't remove that from the storyline, and that's probably
they can keep that part, but they can make everything else irrelevant after that. Kind of like what they do with Chris. They only bring up his important moments. Everything else he's erased.
Yeah. I do have some good news and some heartfelt news when it comes to pro wrestling. Maurice Mazanin, the wife of The Miz, posted on Instagram a long ass paragraph and pictures. Later this week, she's undergoing emergency surgery. To put it blank, she will no longer be able to produce children. They caught some type of cancerous tumors before they turned into cancer, so they have to remove everything. So hopefully she has a speedy recovery and everything goes well. That's the bad side of pro wrestling world, but the good side is WWE superstar Sonya Deville, who's been out with injury. Well, she isn't just healing from an injury. She got married yesterday in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
It was covered by People's Magazine. Her and her now wife Tony got married. Correction, I'm now reading it was in New Jersey. My bad. So congratulations to the two of them. You brought up Eric Bischoff. So that's where the direction we're going to head. I read an article, I read an interview, I've heard it from his own mouth that he thinks Tony Khan needs to get a hold of Triple H and work out an agreement so where Dustin, aka Goldust, could appear during the Cody Rhodes finishing the storyline.
Yeah, we thought that before, and that didn't happen.
Do you think it would be a good idea for him to do it, though? The fuck?
What you mean, like interfere on his behalf to help chase out the Usos or Solo?
Yeah. Or just end up showing up at some point. Because I know there was reports originally that Rock and Roman were going to fight at the Chamber in Perth. And that was just going to be to sell tickets. But Rock and Roman are both going to be returning to SmackDown this coming up Friday, so who knows what could happen.
What if Rock stays around long term? Like, let's say Roman wins.
Mm-hmm.
What if Rock stays around long term as a member of the Bloodline, like a manager role, like replaces Heyman?
Or he takes over Roman's spot while Roman's on vacation. Tries to get the title back from Cody. Sets up a SummerSlam match between Rock and Cody.
Why SummerSlam?
The next biggest pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Unless they want to do it at Money in the Bank.
Cody won't be a part-time. They're not going to be able to sell Cody being a part-time defend the title person.
Who said he was going to defend it part-time? I'm just saying long-term they could have him face Rock.
Yeah.
Cody's already said he doesn't want to be one of these part-time wrestlers.
Right. You know what I don't like? The whole fans and their hypocritical nonsense. They complained last year.
Okay, you're AWOL again.
Are you seriously? I'm going to have to watch the Super Bowl just to watch this damn ad. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. So, since we're talking about wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin, I guess, is going to be in a Super Bowl commercial for Kawasaki ATVs.
For Kawasaki? Yeah. Well, yeah, wouldn't you have him any other way? I mean, he buys them.
Mm-hmm. Huh. This ad is freaking nuts. I'm watching it right now. So what's your thoughts on the whole matter?
I don't have one.
So I think this ad may have been filmed at his campaign.
At his ranch?
Yeah. I'm not far from it.
I mean, don't know what I think about any of it. All I know is it's going to be exciting to see where it goes, in my opinion. I know you heard me talk about this off and on. There's 101 scenarios that can happen. And it's sad that, to me, this is sad that they are, that like the news places that promote wrestling, like they only list like their favorite scenarios, but there is so many that is possible that it's not even funny. Like you said, you got Cody, you got Dustin, you've got so many things that can happen. Hell, you know what's sad is we've even seen surprise returns in the middle of these fucking matches.
Yeah, this is really the first Royal Rumble event where you really didn't have many surprises other than Naomi, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace. You didn't have any in the men's.
That's what I said. I mean, anything can happen. Even at the Elimination Chamber, somebody could get hurt, and there'll be a surprise entry of somebody returning.
I read an article. I'm trying to find it real quick. Okay, let's see if he's back. Finish what he was trying to say. I heard a beep.
The what?
All right, finish what you were saying.
What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you heard?
Just start. I don't remember. Just start over.
I said the fans are hypocritical. That they always say, "Oh, we did like last WrestleMania. They didn't want Cody. They wanted Rock versus Roman. They didn't get it. I mean, they've been wanting Rock for Roman for a while, and yet when they finally get what they want, they're like, "Well, we don't want that." I mean, why does the fans always? The fans are always fickle about these things. I mean, have you guys not noticed that?
I have, and you know, I think it's one thing that me and you have come to talk about before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want Paul's opinion about that.
About what? Sorry, I was reading the article.
If he thinks that the fans are fickle. They claim that they want something. They finally get it, and then they are complaining that they got it.
The way I'm looking at it, since I've watched it,
I think it's just how they set it up. As Cody drops his spot and gives it to The Rock, and that's what the fans were not happy about.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They didn't want Cody to give up his spot.
It'd be the first time ever that you would have a Royal Rumble participant drop your spot to somebody else.
No.
Well, to
Vince
The Rock,
McMahon,
anyways.
Yeah, Vince McMahon released it saying he's not going to compete at WrestleMania, and then Shawn Michaels gave it to Austin as the runner-up. That's the only other time the world winner hasn't fought for the title. And since we're speaking about the Rumble, and I hope Michael Cole hears this, we've never had two winners of the Royal Rumble before. Lex, Brett, they both went over and they announced them as co-winners. Luger and Hart. And people were on X talking all about that, saying, "You effed up." And I think it's because of the whole Bret Hart going over to AEW to do some stuff over there. I really do. So Money in the Bank. So it is July 6th, which means
I'm done with that computer. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it.
Damian Priest has until July to cash in his Money in the Bank contract.
Can you guys turn it up a little bit? I can't hear you.
Turn what up?
Let me see.
Turn whatever you're using up. We're talking just fine.
That's kind of my thought.
Because you all sound kind of loud on my end.
Whatever. Anyway, so Paul, you answered my question. What do you think?
I did answer it. You just couldn't hear. I said it's because they wanted Rock and Roman last year.
Right.
This year, they want Cody to finish his story by winning the WWE title. Beating Seth at WrestleMania doesn't finish his story because that's not the title that was around when Dusty was alive. Neither is the
actually,
title.
No, yes, it was.
Technically, none of them were.
None of the current active titles were around when Dusty was wrestling.
Technically, the World Heavyweight title was around when Dusty was wrestling.
Not the one that Seth has.
Okay, well, then that argument is weird because none of, like Rob just said, none of the titles are around.
Yeah, none of the
World Heavyweight would be the only one.
No, it wasn't around back then either. That was in WCW.
I could have sworn they had a WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Not
I remember watching Luger fight for it.
It was the WWE World Championship, the Winged Eagle title. That was the original belt. If Cody beats Roman, and I don't know if you've caught it, Cody's been saying it multiple times. Triple H said it on SmackDown. They're not calling it the Undisputed Universal Championship. They're calling it the WWE Championship now.
Right.
They just need to make it official. I've always hated the Universal Championship name ever since they brought out the big red belt.
Everyone has.
So I see Cody beating Roman, walking out with the championship, and having either another championship in the ring and a case or something to retire the Universal title and to bring back the WWE title. And I know a lot of people are going to think I'm crazy, but I could see him doing some type of customization to where there's red, white, and blue on the belt. But at the same time, he's always wanted to hold the Winged Eagle Championship, so I could see him bringing that out of retirement with an upgrade from changing the name on it to WWF to WWE.
All right. So, are we talking about the scandal yet?
No,
we
we're
talking
about a little bit of it, but not much.
No,
So I guess
when did we talk about it?
When you were having technical issues.
Okay, then. So we didn't talk about it.
Yeah,
well,
we did.
You didn't.
We talked about it last week when you were AFK. But go ahead, put your piece in about it.
Okay, what was the question?
Well, you wanted to give your thoughts on the whole Vince McMahon thing, so go for it.
No, actually, I was going to make my piece more like on Brock Lesnar's part.
Say whatever you're going to say, because Robbie or Insidious and I talked about it last week.
Maybe. Okay. To answer your question about that, I think it's complete bullshit. Because now, let's take a look at what really is. And them trying to write Brock out of everything is bullshit. And everything, it just makes her look selfish. And I'm going to run my play about this. I got 3 points for it. I actually got them written down. Give me a minute. Because I actually was looking forward to this podcast, and me being sick kind of threw me out of it. So hold on.
All right, well, you're getting them. If there's anybody in here that thinks he is out of line, we're sorry. He does his own thing.
How am I out of line?
I'm just saying, there's going to be people that are going to downgrade you for whatever you're about to say. You know it. Everybody has
Welcome
haters.
to American free speech. Okay. Point 1. Is what Brock Lesnar did unethical? Absolutely.
Do I think it's fake? Yes.
Did Brock Lesnar what Brock Lesnar did was immoral? Oh yeah. Now question: is what Brock Lesnar did illegal? Absolutely not. What happened was you have 2 adults doing naughty pictures and giving each other their fantasies, sexual fantasies, and then role playing them out. Again, with him being a married man, it's maybe immoral or unethical, but it ain't illegal. It's 2 consenting adults doing what 2 consenting adults do. So that's the start and end of Brock Lesnar's involvement in this. And I feel like it's complete bullshit. Number 2, these are also considered accusations. Accusations. Meaning, and last time I checked, you're innocent until proven guilty in this country. 3, you're going to tell me that the timing of this couldn't be perfect? You just have a merger of WWE and UFC with the whole TKO thing, and this is the very first WrestleMania that TKO is in part of, not the McMahons. And so what is there a lot of right now? Money. And with Brock Lesnar being a former employee of UFC, and I don't know what he is right now with WWE with this whole thing, but
suspended.
Yeah, that. You're telling me that this is the best time for a little bit of a paycheck? Because Heidi actually brought this up earlier, is that there was already hush money for this, but then when the amount that she was expecting wasn't the check that she got, all of a sudden the whistle's being blown on Brock. And this actually goes back to part 3. Her being a little bit selfish about the money thing. I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, we've already been talked about who Brock Lesnar was supposed to be maybe working with at WrestleMania. A lot of people are saying it was Gunther. Some people are saying it was somebody else, and this, that. And here's the thing. Most likely it was Gunther. A lot of people are speculating it. But whose WrestleMania did she really take away? Did she really take away Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania? Because Brock Lesnar is already a name. If anything, she took it away from Gunther or his potential person that would help that person get over and get their biggest push of their lives, potentially beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So why take it away from an innocent person? Because now I think they're trying to throw Goldberg into the mix, and that's not going to work. And so, yep, those are my 4 main points I had about the subject about Brock Lesnar.
Okay, I'm going to say one thing since you brought up the fact he's a married man. In the United States, in the United States, adultery is illegal.
And where?
It's not illegal. It's illegal in a marriage, but it's not really illegal, like going to jail thing.
It is. Although adultery laws are not mostly found in conservative states, especially Southern, there are some notable exceptions, as in New York. In general, 3 U.S. states have criminalized it as a felony charge: Oklahoma, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
Which he's not a part of either one.
14 states, along with Puerto Rico, criminalize it as a misdemeanor. So it is a good thing they don't live in Oklahoma, Michigan, or Wisconsin, because they'd be going to prison.
But I also looked it up because they're both consenting adults.
Does not matter. Adultery is still illegal if you're married.
And then, like I also said, he got $100 from every.
But
not in his state. Yeah, but he's also Canadian.
Told me before.
What's the law in Canada?
that's what I'm looking.
And
And
isn't
yes,
he
Brock
originally
has
from
a
South
dual-
Dakota?
And yes, Brock has a dual citizenship. Excuse me 1 second. I went and shut my bedroom door so you weren't hearing my wife go off on whoever she's talking to. Okay, then.
Flat out adultery could be illegal, but what he committed would not be considered adultery.
So Canada, there is no adultery.
Right. What he committed is not completely adultery, though.
Canada, adultery is defined as sexual relationship between a married person and someone who is not their spouse. Adultery is not a criminal offense in Canada, but it can have legal implications in a divorce.
Right. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm just bringing that up because you said he's married and it's not illegal. So, yeah, that's the only reason I brought it up.
I mean, I'm agreeing it's immoral and unethical, but I didn't want to say it's illegal.
But yeah, I agree. There's a lot of money going on right now, and yeah, we don't know what's actually true and what's not true about the whole ordeal.
And now recently through the news, they're bringing up the whole Ashley Mazzaro incident.
Yeah.
Which, if I recall, hold on, actually I can write this down too.
Here we go.
She claimed that during a tribute to the troops show, or something for the troops. I don't know if it was an actual tribute, the tribute to the troops show. I don't remember the date. She claims that one of the military members drugged and raped her.
I never heard about that.
Well,
I didn't hear about that neither.
or like there was some sexual abuse going on, especially in the Middle East, during one of their trips to where the troops are. And instead of anything bad happening, a lot of hush money came down and a lot of stuff. And then then she actually did it says she wrote something down saying that she regretted her involvement in that. So it's starting to make you wonder, what kind of a victim regrets their involvement in that? What is that? What is, quote, that? Are you talking about a scandal that they were a part of? I mean, there's a lot of speculation. Am I saying Vince is a saint? No one in their right mind would say that. I mean, he's an older man that loved the women. I mean, a lot of money talks and people listen. But, and again, immoral, unethical, yeah. But where is any of this flat out illegal? I mean, no one is crying rape here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're saying sexual misconducts. They're saying sexual favors, but they're not going into detail of what that means. And then all of a sudden, and now here's something. You both have wives, you both have daughters. So let me ask you a question. Somebody does something sexually horrible to your wife or daughter. Are you telling me that, oh, just give me a check and I'll be happy with that? Yeah, I mean, I'm looking right in Sirius's face, and he's like, I'm not so sure about that. And I'm seeing Chief's stone-faced look.
Shut up.
Huh?
Shut up.
I don't know. To me personally, I don't know. You would have to actually almost prove it happened. so far as just hearsay. And it kind of goes the exact same way of with Brock. And the reason why I'm going to poke holes in her story for a second, she's heard me say this. When she said he went to the hotel, but he canceled due to a snowstorm. Hello, they're wrestlers. They all go to the same fucking hotel. He would already have been there.
Brock's been known to go to his own.
But still, they all would have been there. If he can make it back to his hotel, surely he'd make it to hers, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
So, I don't know. And after looking at her, I don't find her that attractive, so I doubt Brock did either.
And Heidi even mentioned this. I mean, shit, Brock has freaking Sable.
That's what I said.
Now, are all these speculations before or after Brock got married?
They're all be after, way after. Like, this is recent. This is supposed to be when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
This was his part of the agreement to him coming back, is he had to sleep with her.
What the fuck? How is that in a contract?
I don't know.
Anyway. So, you got my speculation on it.
All right, so the next topic, Damian Priest, Money in the Bank. He recently said he hasn't cashed in because Rollins is injured and you can't cash in on someone that's injured.
I still say he should do what I've been saying someone should be doing, but I think it'd be funny.
What, to cash in on Roman?
Yeah, like do it do it during the millions of days Roman isn't there. So, correct me if I'm wrong. What are the ways that a title can change hands?
Pin or submission?
Isn't there a third way?
Knockout.
No, not that. All right. So this is my thing. If there was a champion that was always gone all the time, and I had the Money in the Bank briefcase, and all my clock is doing is ticking because I got a time limit when to cash this thing in, I would go to a ring, grab the microphone, say, "Get me a ref. I am cashing this in right here, right now." That's what this contract says. I can cash it in anytime I damn well please. Ring the bell. Start the 10 count. You win by forfeit. And a title can change hands by forfeit.
Only if it's speculated by Triple H.
But knowing Tripp, he would say that it's a count-out victory, that the champ retains, you lose.
That's not a count-out. It's a forfeit. That's not a count-out is after the match starts.
Well, you just said ring the bell and start the count.
I mean, yeah, your opponent has 10 seconds to enter the ring. Otherwise, he forfeits the match.
Yeah. I don't see that ever being a case.
But imagine it being one. I mean, you're telling me you would. I mean, doing something new has always been something that the WWE always tries to do.
No, what I'm honestly waiting for is at the Chamber. The winner of the Chamber is in the ring. He runs down with the briefcase, hits the winner of the Chamber upside the head, covers him, tells the referee to count. The referee counts. He grabs a mic. I just beat him. I'm cashing this in against Seth. No one else is facing Seth at Mania.
Well, here's a question.
To do that, though.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you both.
What?
Let's say night one goes down like you guys think. Rock versus Roman. Rock beats Roman. Roman's still laid out. Damian Priest cashes in.
And then it would be Cody versus Priest.
Wins. Exactly. Cody Rhodes still loses a chance to face Roman.
Oh, that would suck. And you know how bad the fans would be digging into Priest?
Actually, but he's already a heel, so it works in his favor, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he would no longer be a part of the Judgment Day. Actually, yeah, he would, because he still has the tag titles.
Yep.
But once he loses,
and if they were going to give Priest a bigger push, this would be the way to do it.
The second he would lose those tag titles, he would be property of SmackDown because that title is property of SmackDown.
Not unless they're planning on doing a draft and they switch around the titles again.
Yeah. Or actually, Priest cashes in, wins the title, and then whoever wins the Chambers from SmackDown, they beat Seth. The titles get flipped. Because honestly, I think it's stupid that they're having men and women compete from SmackDown compete in the Chamber when they're for the Raw championships.
I think.
Well, you have a current Raw superstar fighting for the SmackDown championship.
Royal Rumble overrides that, though.
I'm aware of that.
So it doesn't make sense why all these people are competing for a championship opportunity they shouldn't even have an opportunity to fight for when they're not on that brand.
Yeah, Road to WrestleMania, there's always a little brand manipulation, you know that. And then they have the draft, and then it goes back to normal. And the draft is usually shortly after Money in the Bank because you know there's Raw and SmackDown superstars in both that show. All right, what's the next subject?
So that.
Huh?
So since 2000, there have been 17 drafts. 2002, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, another one in 19, 20, 21, 23.
Yep.
And that second draft in 2019 was just so they can get rid of 205 Live and draft stars to other brands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily a guarantee that there's going to be another draft this year.
True, but did you notice every single? Yeah, but only the years that you didn't have one were the years they weren't doing the brand split.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Hey, we have a promotion in here.
Oh boy.
Damn, they're making me work for this bitch, aren't they?
Anyway.
Here's in your chat there, Insidious.
Oh, I figured he was.
So,
but from what I'm reading, there are currently no plans for a draft.
Well, they're not going to talk about it now. They'll wait till after WrestleMania to start talking about it.
That was kind of my thought.
So, it is about the middle of February, and we have yet to hear who's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Who do you think they should have this year?
You know what? Throw me this one, but he's there. He's actually active for this WrestleMania weekend. Shouldn't they finally induct The Rock? since his schedule is kind of allowing it?
So I'm reading the first person that they are considering inducting, and it makes sense that WrestleMania and the induction would take place in Philadelphia.
Oh,
Right.
Paul E. Heyman.
I could go with that one.
To be honest, I'm surprised he hasn't been in the Hall of Fame for a while now. But yes, it would make sense to induct The Rock. But here's the reason why I don't think The Rock will be inducted this year. Because they would want The Rock to be the headliner.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna let. I think that's only makes sense for one person to be the headliner this year.
Okay.
After he tragically passed away last year. I honestly think they're going to have the headliner be Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, to be honest.
And I'm not the only one. Every site that gives their top 5, Bray Wyatt is number 1.
Did he... Did he just do enough to deserve to be a headliner?
Doesn't matter. They don't. Nowadays, it doesn't matter what you've done. If you've done something to get in the hearts of the fans and the people in WWE, you're gonna get inducted.
I didn't say I did not say not being inducted. There's a difference between being inducted and being the headliner.
I love.
So you know how there wasn't a due to COVID, how Batista never got inducted.
Right.
He's rumored to be inducted finally this year.
Oh, come on.
Then he'd be the headliner.
Most likely. But here are the top 5 from this site. Bray Wyatt, Batista, Demolition, and this could happen now because of everything that's been happening with his name and with his son being in NXT. The loose cannon, Brian Pillman.
What's up, man?
And number 1 was Paul Heyman. Yes, I do believe that The Rock needs to be inducted at some point in the next few years. And now with him being back, I could see it happening sooner than later. But the thing is, if they want to bring back Batista, they want to induct Bray, and if Rock being back, if they induct all three of them would have to be the headliner. They would have to do a triple headliner Hall of Fame. Because fans all around the world want Bray in the Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, before I forget, off topic of Hall of Fame, what are you guys doing February 23rd?
Shut up.
What day of the week is that, Ghost? You know?
I have no idea. I think it's a Saturday, but I'm not percent sure.
Calendar. And there's a reason I'm bringing this up, and that's why he's telling me to shut it.
I think it's a Friday. Friday or Saturday. I don't know.
I think it's Friday. I'm just waiting for my schedule or this to pop up here. Not now. February 3rd is a Friday.
Mm.
So since I'm bringing this up,
Roast of the Ghost?
that's what I was thinking. Round 2.
Uh-huh.
Of course, you say round 2, my wife walks in and does the whole Mortal Kombat round 2 fight thing.
That's well. No.
No, that's dumb fucking Beacon.
Finish him.
But we'll get more updates on social media, what we're going to do for the Ghost birthday this year. We shall see. Is there anything else you guys
Heidi's
have?
making one of her Jello cakes this weekend, or next weekend.
Oh, for your birthday?
Yeah, she's making it early. That way we can eat it before my mom makes me her birthday cake. So that way I don't have 2 cakes in the fridge.
Yeah. So when are you going over to your parents so I can make a trip? It's been a while since I've had their cooking.
I don't know.
Not anything else I can think about. As you can see on the ticker, my cat Two-Face is in a contest to be named America's favorite. I will be reposting the link on all social medias once this podcast ends. For those listening on Spotify, by the time you hear this, the link will be down.
All right. Do you want to, if we're about ready to wrap it up, want to do a quick guess the wrestler first?
You read my mind. All right, which one of you has a person already chosen?
Come in here for a second.
He's got one already picked up.
What's up?
We already know you have one picked up.
Yeah, because why else would he have mentioned it?
Well, you don't have one yet?
I'm getting
Well,
one,
you said it.
All right. All right. I'm going to continue with how I was doing it last week. This is a faction. At the peak of the faction, there was 4 members.
Evolution.
The Judgment Day.
One of the members had the United States title twice. One of them had the World Heavyweight title.
One of them had the Miz in there.
The Miz is not part of this faction.
Hmm.
And then
One of them, this might give it away. One of them was a King of the Ring winner.
like I said, Evolution can't be it because none of them were U.S. champ at the time, I don't think.
Nope.
And it can't be the Shield because that was 3 and you said 4.
Yep. They were only active for
6 months?
5 months.
Fuck, what was their name? I know who it is. I know who it all was in it too. No, wait, that was more than 5. Or more than 4. The ones I'm thinking of. Because you had Rusev, Barrett, Sheamus, Del Rio.
He got it. Good job. League of Nations. Good job, Chief.
I figured naming them off. Wasn't there a 5th one?
Nope.
Sheamus, Barrett, Rusev, Del Rio. I swear there was a 5th one.
Nope. What gave it away?
The King.
Yep. Because Barrett was King Barrett at the time. Yep. Good job. I knew that would give it away.
Sheamus was a King of the Ring, but not during that whole stint. Oh, this one's going to give it away, so I'm just going to scroll right down here. 1-time WWE Champion, 3-time Intercontinental Champion, 1-time Tag Team Champion, 2-time Raw Tag Team Champion. He is the 27th Triple Crown Champion. Underneath the current format, he is the 8th Grand Slam Champion, but overall 16th. He is a Money in the Bank winner.
Miz? No. You said.
He has never won the Royal Rumble. He is a former two-time IWGP US Heavyweight Champion.
Angle?
No.
And you said he was a dual Grand Slam champion.
Underneath the current format, he was 8th. Underneath the original format, he was 16th. He is a former All Elite Wrestling International Champion. He is a 3-time former AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Insidious, I know you're thinking of who it is. Because the second I say this, you're both going to know immediately who it is.
Repeat it again.
What, his AEW or WWE titles?
John Moxley.
He is he was the original.
He was the original?
He was the AEW Interim World Champion once. Yes, it was John Moxley.
That's awesome.
Whoa.
Because he was the
Red flag. Oh, no. He never won the Grand Slam champion under the original format.
Right here, 8th Grand Slam champion under current format, 16th overall. I'm reading it right here.
How? Oh, you worded that wrong then. He's the 8th under the current, making him the 16th overall. Okay. The way you worded that may have seemed he won it under the original format.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah. Because that's impossible, because he's never held the hardcore or European title.
That's very, very, very true.
Because I was thinking Moxley too, but you kept that Grand Slam champion thing was.
I was gonna say he was one of the 3 to be a breakout star of 2013, 2014, or 2013. But when he shared it with the Shield, but that would have gave it away. All right, Insidious, do you have one?
No, not at the moment.
Oh shit! I did not know this. He was trained in MMA by Randy Couture.
No shit.
Yeah. He was part of Cage Fighter Worlds Collide after the movie. He continued training at Extreme Couture with Randy Couture.
Shit. All right.
So I don't have anything else. Do you?
No.
Well, I had another one, but because I can't use my computer, I'm looking it up, looking the notes up.
Okay.
Oh, where is? All right, I got. All right. So with this faction, I'm counting. This faction has been around for actually a long time. They started their stint in ECW, where there was 1, 2, 3, 4. "12 members, and then before finally really being only 3 members in ECW, and also WWF or E, they also had 3 members. They also had a stint in All Japan Pro Wrestling. They were in TNA for a year. Or
BWO.
Huh?
BWO.
Nope. Their championships, they held the ECW titles, tag titles, twice. And the WWE, they've only kept just holding the Cruiserweight title.
Can't be the group of Eddie and Benoit and all of them,
Nope.
because obviously none of them have been in TNA.
So is
He
it a
said
TNA
wasn't-
faction?
and he said ECW, and it's not Blue World Order because you already said no.
Did one of them have
They
Tommy
were
Dreamer?
both famous. They were really famous in TNA. They were only there for maybe like a year, and like a
Were
very
they known
small
as the
year.
originals?
Huh?
Were they known as the originals?
No.
Did one
The
of them
main
have
time
Tommy
that they
Dreamer
were
in it?
really big, this faction was big, was in ECW and WWE.
Did it have
They
Tommy
broke
Dreamer
up
in it?
in 2004 in WWE.
Did they have Tommy Dreamer in it?
No, never did.
Okay,
They
then
had a lot of minor superstars.
well, that don't help.
Okay. Wherever this guy went, the faction went. Damn, if I say his name though, it's gonna give it away.
Yeah, don't say his name. I'm just trying to think. 12 members. So it's not Blue World Order. It can't be Raven's Flock because he was in TNA more than what people think. It's not the Dudleys because there's only 3.
Right.
ECW factions.
Like I said, the leader, when he was in WWE, would focus on the Cruiserweight title.
Did it involve Ray?
Nope.
Fuck, I don't even know. Chief, any ideas?
I keep coming up to what between BWL, but I'm trying to think. Was Raven a part of it?
No.
So it's not Raven's Nest or the Gathering or whatever the hell you want to fucking call it.
And I don't know if these dozen superstars were all in the faction at one time. So I don't know if that probably doesn't help much. It
They
just
didn't involve
says here
Eddie.
that this faction has had a lot of incarnations over the years. But the main, well, the leader has pretty much been in all but 4 incarnations. So yeah, he's pretty much the leader of this faction.
Did they have a manager?
Yeah, multiple at the time, throughout their career. If I tell you the leader, it's going to give it away.
No, don't. I'm thinking.
Huh, I don't have a clue, guys. Sandman a part of them?
Who?
No.
What, Sandman?
No.
Fuck. I know RVD was in a group there for a while.
All right, one of the members was Mabel
Oh, fuck.
in the original ECW.
Oh, fuck.
But he was only there for a few minutes. So,
Mabel? Really?
yeah.
That's where I'm at, dude. That fucking Mabel? Really?
Wait a minute. No, that wasn't. No, because that's never been in TNA that I know of.
Who?
King's Court.
Nope.
Um.
Their gimmick was all of them were either from this one country or a certain section of New York City. I don't know if I told you this, but they were in ECW from 95 to 2001 and only in the WWE from mid 2003 to 2004 active, and the leader had a sidekick and carried the faction on his own from 2005 to 2006 before he was finally released. And then he tried to redo the faction in 2006 in WWE's ECW, but it didn't work out. It's like he wasn't even there for a minute. Then him and a few others went to TNA.
Mabel was Viscera, right?
Yeah, but he was Mabel in this group. So it says here he was in TNA for just in the year 2010.
The only two that I can think of that he was in was the Ministry and then Man on a Mission.
Neither one. Ever since 2010, these guys have been all over the place, from Maryland to Rocket City, just random indies stuff. Currently, they're active in Major League Wrestling. At least the leader is. Huh. Damn. I'm looking up the cast for Major League Wrestling. They got Bobby Fish over there. They got Davey Boy Smith over there. They even got Matt Riddle over there.
Yeah, I knew about Riddle.
And Raven. Oh, Raven's the producer over there? Shit.
So did we even figure out who this was yet?
All right. All right. All right. Guido is the name of the leader. Little Guido.
Oh, I don't even fucking know who he is.
Cold-blooded Italians.
Fuck you. I told you the leader would give it away.
I forgot about that being in ECW. I just thought it was WCW or E.
Hello,
I forgot
boss.
that was in the ECW.
Hey, read chat, guys.
Huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, this one isn't quite affiliate yet, but we appreciate it. Stay
too,
tuned.
brother.
We are going to raid off here in just a minute.
Well,
Yeah,
wait a
I'm
minute,
sorry. I
I do
didn't
have
think that
one.
was going to be that hard.
Well, I do have one. This is just, well, you can count them in the factions, though.
If you do that, I'm
What?
setting up the raid.
Yeah, go ahead.
This person started out in WWF, and then he went to WCW, came back. He's been in multiple factions.
Where's he at currently?
Non-wrestling. Does a lot of podcasts.
Any titles?
A few. And I can't tell you what they are because, like I said, I'm doing this all off my head, so I couldn't even tell you.
So you're just telling me to guess a random WF wrestler.
I'm giving you the biggest hints that I cast had multiple factions. He was very
A lot of people have been
popular
in
in
multiple
all of his
factions.
stints. He was very popular, I'll tell you that. This one here should be easy.
Fine, name what's the faction he was in.
Why would I give you that? Because then it gives it away on who it is.
Was he ever in WWE or was he only in WWF?
I told you he was in WWF, WWE, WCW.
In that order?
Yes, in that order.
So he stopped when he was in WCW. He never did anything else after that?
No, he went back to WWE. He's done short stints. He even had a feud with Punk.
Morrison.
No.
Has he had different names throughout his career?
Yes.
Has he ever held a world title
Yes.
in WWE?
WB, I don't know. WWF, I believe he did once.
So he
Or had a
held the
shot for
world
it.
title. Like the
I don't
WWF
know.
title.
If he didn't have it, he had a run for it.
You're doing us off
former-
memory.
Former Intercontinental title?
Don't know. Like I said, I'm on my phone, so I'm not able to look up anything. So I will give you a hint, though. In WCW, he beefed with Hogan. He also beefed with Lex Luger. Teamed with Sting a couple times.
Since my knowledge of WCW is minimal, that does not help me at all.
If it also helps you, the person he teamed with in WCW also came and teamed with him in WWE.
Which version of Punk did he have a feud with?
Voiceless.
Kevin Nash?
There you go. I was trying to do it without giving it away because there was absolutely no way I could think about it without giving it.
The only reason why I thought that he was the only older person I could think of that had a run-in with Punk when he was doing the voice of the voiceless.
Oh, I figured I would have gave it away the moment I said he teamed with Sting, had a feud with Lex Luger. And he
Again,
feuded with
I
Hogan.
didn't know any of
The
those because I
feud
didn't
with
watch
Hogan-
WCW.
Well, the feud with Hogan is what separated him from the black and white and created the black and red Wolfpack.
Yeah, I know that, but
See, that's why I figured you would have caught into that
all right.
when
I'm
I
gonna
said
give
he
you-
feuded with Hogan.
All right, I'm going to give you guys an easy one before we wrap it up, unless Chief wants to wrap it up.
Nope, you're good.
All right. Faction. At the peak of its time, it had 6 members, but it's really known for 5. It was in the 2000 to 2001 era. They held the tag titles once, and the female in the group held the women's title once. All right, let's see. They would feud with the Dudleys. They would feud with Too Cool. They feuded with Edge and Christian a few times for the tag titles.
And this was WWE.
All of it was WWE. Yep.
Are members of it former members of ECW?
Yeah.
Right to censor?
Fuck you, Paul. What gave it away?
Well, you said one-time women's champion, then you started saying Edge, Christian, Dudley's, and I'm like, wait a minute. Ivory held the title once. when she was in Right to Censor.
Yeah. And they were disbanded when they had a 4-on-1 handicap match, and they all lost.
Right.
Who was the 4-on-1 against?
Oh, fuck, I don't even fucking remember that. But,
Okay, who's one person that can defeat all 4 of them easily?
Hold on. Let me call Cody to see if I can get this guy's number so he can slap Insidious.
I wasn't
Why
watching that
Cody?
much back then, so.
Can you smell it at least?
No. No. It wasn't Rock.
I thought he did feud with him though.
He did, but it was one person that ended all of them.
Oh wait! It's a Hall of Famer.
Yes, it is.
He lives in Texas.
Yes, he does.
He rests in pieces.
He did it with that faction. He did.
Well, they rested in peace, but yeah, it was Taker.
Yep.
All right,
All
you guys
four of
have
them
anything else?
All 4 of them thought that they could beat Taker, and nope. And that's what ended it when they all walked out on Stevie. All right. I'm out. I got nothing else.
Insidious.
I don't
All
have
right.
anything.
Oh, wait.
Just a few
Before we go.
hours to
Oh, wait.
go.
I guess
I'm gonna
never
ask
mind.
This question. I'm gonna ask one question to end this. Chiefs or Niners? No.
That was the question I was going to ask.
Who do you pick in Ghost?
I don't like either team. I'm probably not even going to watch it.
Or as I saw on Instagram, are you going for Taylor Swift and the Chiefs, or are you going for Papa Roach and the Niners?
Fuck you. They're in my division, and I actually don't mind Purdy, so I'll go Niners.
Are you a Swiftie or a Papa Roach fan?
I'm going Iowa, brother.
In other words, he's going Niners.
Fuck yeah, we got an Iowa State throwing to a Hawkeye on that bitch. Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
and I'm also going 49ers, and the main reason is my late Uncle John would probably help me if I didn't.
You know, I had somebody ask me that who was a Hawkeye on the 49ers, and I'm like, easy, George Kittle, tight end.
But everybody stay put. We're going to go over to Chief Streaming. I'm getting ready to go live over there, so we're just taking everything over there. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good day, guys.
I am Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.